How are you?
Good.
Am I
How
on?
are you, girl?
Good.
So we have some people in. Lexi's here. Evilise. Stephanie's here. I don't know if you know some of the people. If you can see the comments, Bambi, but some of the people from your community may be jumping on. So welcome, welcome, welcome to Core's first live series for Women's History Month, and I'm so excited to kick it off and join it with one of my good friends. I was thinking, Bams, we have literally been friends. This is
Since
even though I
98?
know we don't look like it for like 25 or more years. And I don't know how that is when I'm like barely 25 now, but it's been
I
a
know, right?
long time, right?
I know. Probably what, since 98?
Oh, I don't know. I was thinking of age. I was like, was I 18 or 19? I
I
can't
think
remember. I don't even want to I'm telling all my business, but I thought, what a better way to kick off our series than talking to you, my longtime friend, sister, and core sister. You've been with core since I think you were at the first core meeting in Castle Rock. Yeah.
hmm
There was seven of us in a cafe in Castle Rock, and you were there, always supporting. Somebody Fish URO says, "Go Bambi." Raphael has jokes, but we're not going to go there. But anyway, so no, I'm so happy you're here. Thank you so much for joining today. I mean, this is literally just like a conversation because this is like us riding in the car, going to the mall, shopping, and I wanted to start with you, and I wanted to have you kind of just share some of your story, share some of your truth, share some of your journey.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about advocacy is a really big focus of CORE this month, and women who are advocates for other women, because I think that's so important. So we'll talk a little bit about that.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, so really, let's just start. So tell me a little bit what's been going on with you personally and professionally. What's going on in your world?
I mean, professionally, went I started my business back in November when I graduated. I passed my state test and started my business in November. I've been in business for a little over a year. I I think it's going amazing. I don't even know what a slow business is, which is kind of crazy. Um, I've been busy ever since day one, so I'm pretty excited about that. I'm an esthetician and a massage therapist. I was in school for about 2 years altogether, and I, got my certification. I'm licensed. I ended up getting my medical massage therapist license, and I mean, business is going great. So,
And we
yep,
benefited from that because Raphael and I both got massages
yeah.
this summer, and the girl can do her thing. And I knew she would. You're really good at everything you set your mind to. I'm so proud of you, seeing you go through that journey. I remember when you were taking the test and you were a little like, just like we all get, like, oh goodness, this is game day. You didn't know if you were going to pass, and you did so well, flying colors. Super proud of you being an entrepreneur, business mother, business owner, and still navigating like motherhood. So tell us about that.
Javid, he is 12. His season just started this month. I'm in Denver 10 days out of the month. I'm out of state 4 to 5 days out of the month. I'm in Pueblo 15 days of the month. So, you know, and I have, my son Lamont, he just started working for DOC, Alani 17 working. So yeah, I mean, I have my business and I'm busy, but I never want to be so busy that I, can't take care of my children. So I mean, I like doing it all. I'm having fun doing it all.
And that's the thing. It's all about a balancing act, right? And all of
Yeah,
the irons that we as women have, we're like onions. There's so many layers to us.
yeah.
And you are like walking proof of that, of how it is balancing and having one foot and you have, one iron in your business, one iron in motherhood, one iron in the community. Actually, speaking of the community, we have a celebration. I want to hear about your award.
Oh, so that.
You know, I had to bring that up, girl, because I mean, we only posted about it everywhere. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, thank you. So I was nominated for Best of Pueblo in July of last year, 23,
Mm-hmm.
which I was barely about what, 6, 7 months into my business, got nominated and got the #1 spot in October. So uh, it's, yeah, so I was super
That's
excited about that.
big for in your
Yeah,
first year, best business in the
yeah,
city. And
so
I'm like, girl, just 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 doing it,
yeah,
right? That's what I love. And doing it with such grace. And while you're navigating, like you said, life,
yeah,
going 2 hours away, 10 days a week, 10 days out of the month. For those of you who don't know, the city that she lives in is 2 hours from Denver. She lives in Colorado. And so she's taking her son to baseball practice, making sure she's meeting these clients' needs, the clients who have voted her best massage therapist in the city, and just doing it and looking cute all the way, girl, because we see all your pictures and you don't look like what you're going through.
yeah.
So,
I mean, I'm actually, this probably was the best year of my entire. I'm 41. Oh, I turned 40 in the, you
woo,
know, I turned 40
fabulous.
the November. 40, I turned 40 the November I started my business. So I'm 41 now, and I feel like this last year has been my best year of my entire life. So, and that's personal, that's business, being a mom, going through divorce, and still still maintaining a relationship with Javid's dad, I think is very important. But yeah, I mean, this whole year has been the best ever.
I love that. I love hearing that and just navigating through so much and still making it look easy, girl. So you are obviously a strong woman,
Yeah.
and you know life throws who knows what at us on a day-to-day basis. And so talk to us a little bit about where do you get that from? Who inspires you? Who encourages you? When
Um,
you think about women in your life that inspire you, where do you tap into? Who do you think about when you are in these seasons?
well, I think as I've gotten older, I can think, I mean, I think throughout our life, there's always different women, even men, that inspire us in different ways. But I think as I've gotten older, I tend to think more um, about 4 to 5 people. I think about you and Keisha. I think of my mom, and I think of Alani, my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
I have a friend. Her name is Gloria, and I think of those people the most. You and Keisha, bring our entrepreneurial. Anytime I say or even have an idea, you're like, just or you're like, just do it, or we'll figure it out, or you guide me to a place or people, if you don't know something that can help me out. My mom, uh she's always just been there for guidance, giving me guidance anytime I needed it, you know and she's just always there. Anytime I need guidance with anything, she doesn't condemn, she doesn't condone, she just guides me, gives me what she knows. And um she's always ever present. It doesn't matter what she's going on in her life, but she's just always there for me. um Alani, my daughter, she really is everything that I wasn't at 17. And it's crazy because I've learned that she's what I am now because I'm her inspiration. I'm who she
Wow.
looks at. And so she's who I would have wanted to be at her age or my age, but that wasn't me. But she is who she is because I'm her inspiration. I'm who she looks up to. And that always keeps me going. That always keeps me wanting to be better, do better, because I know she's watching me and she looks up to that. And she's starting to even have little questions for me, you know? So yeah, I mean, I think my mom and Alani are the most important ones. Just because Alani, I'm her inspiration, and that keeps me going. You, Keisha, you know, and I have a friend, Gloria. She's just a friend, you
Mm-hmm.
know, a friend. You know, I think we all need different people in
Right.
our lives,
Right.
and she's just a friend that I can um, talk about things that I want to do, or she can talk about things that she wants to do, and we just kind of inspire each other or feed off of each other or allow each other to understand that we're there for each other, you know?
Yeah.
And
That's
then,
powerful. Like what you said right there about, especially like your mom and Alani. It's like who you look to be your guide. And it's interesting because if she was on here, I wonder what she would say about you as a younger person. You're saying your daughter is who you should have
yeah,
been at her age. Your mom could be thinking that about you as a strong woman who's
yeah,
accomplished and all that other kind of stuff. And that's why it's so important to look forward and get all the wisdom from the generations before us, but to also pay it backwards
yeah,
because we're paving the way. And you are a trailblazer in a lot of things. So um, so I just think that, I think that that's really, really important. So, that's and then you're talking about Gloria. You said that she's just a friend. Keisha and I, we've kind of been together for a lot of years, and we're your constants and your day ones and consistent. And you can always call on us day or night. But every season may require a different type of friendship
right,
and a different kind of women depending on what you're going through.
yep,
And so I kind of talked to you a little bit before about the difference, and I think women need to understand what this is about the difference between a mentor, a sponsor, and an advocate. And we're focusing on advocacy, and advocacy are someone who supports and recommends you. And I'm talking about, I still say word of mouth and networking is still the biggest like marketing
yeah,
tool. And it's
it is.
really not about only about what you know, but who you know is super important. Like
Yeah,
you didn't just get voted best in the city just on your own. There were people who
right,
knew you, that knew your work, that I was in China voting every day, girl. You know what I mean? Like, it's just about like, just about the numbers, right?
yeah,
But that's what an advocate is. It's somebody who's not only going to support you, but they're going to make sure that you get out, your name gets out there. But then a mentor is someone who kind of supports you by giving you advice and talking about their experience. And then a sponsor is a person that actually opens doors for you and like promotes your growth and actively promotes your growth. And so you probably, in the people that you've named, have found mentorship, advocacy, and sponsorship and all of those. But when you hear those definitions, what stands out to you?
out of the definitions that you said.
Yeah,
And
mentorship, sponsorship, and advocacy. What just stand? What like anything resonate with you when you think about those? And um, you know,
I
and
mean, I think for business wise, it's definitely the people that, I mean, I clearly wouldn't. I mean, I'm good at what I do. I'm very confident in that. I got the award for a reason, but I wouldn't have got that award if the people didn't see what I did, or see that about me. So to have that, have those people um, respond so well to what I do that they really wanted to vote for me, um, I think speaks volumes for what I do, you know.
I love
Um,
that. And those people are who? Is that your part of your team or your company? Is it like
everybody,
everybody in
people that, so it was kind of like all three of what you just said, you know, mentorship, the people that mentored me, the people that sponsored me, the people that, um, what was the other one?
advocated
So
for you?
it was all of them. It wasn't just one, you know. So my mom, my children, you know, voted for me because and you know, people that came in and actually got services from me, people that loved me, so it was just like everyone as a whole, you know. It was a community-based
Mm.
award, a community-based award, but it was all three of those people in that category that, voted for me. So
Yeah, I
I
don't know if this
think,
is part of your community. If
yeah.
Fisher Rue is part of your community, but she
Mhm.
said, "I
Yeah.
believe in you." I don't know if you can see the comments.
Yeah.
So thanks, Steph, girl. It means a lot coming from you. My friend on here is like the live queen. I've taken so many notes from her, but that's another story. There's a question on here. I have some more questions, but there's a question on here from Raphael that he says, "Who's one woman, dead or alive, that you'd want to sit down and have dinner with?" If you could
Hmm.
think about it. I know this isn't.
Yeah. I'll think of
And
that.
that's a good question.
I don't know. I think so. I'm not really big on like celebrity. I think that they're human just like us. And
Mm-hmm.
it's hard for me to be like, ooh, I want to meet this person, because I kind of don't. But I think, I feel like they're normal people just like us. I think we just put them on a pedestal that shouldn't be. But I don't know. I'm going to think of
Well,
that
it
a little
doesn't
bit
have to
more.
be someone that's like untouchable. It could be your grandmother. It could be, you know, I don't know, just
Yeah. Right.
like it could be someone. I don't know, a woman from the Bible,
Yeah. I
like
mean, I
someone
guess.
from a book you've read. That's why he said dead or alive,
Hmm.
that you'd want to sit down and just say, how did you make it through this? And, tell me about my history. Where does this come from? There's just something inside of me. What did you overcome that like paved the way? I think that's the question, and it could be somebody
Yeah.
that you
I
even
think,
see in the community, that maybe when you were at the accepting the award, somebody that like got on the stage that's there. It could be the mayor or anyone, and
yeah.
maybe someone that you have access to. I mean, just who are those people? And if it's one of the ones you already named, that's okay. That you just like want to sit down and just have them pour their wisdom into you.
Yeah. I'm going to have to think of that. And
Okay.
as we finish up.
No worries. No worries. Um. So this is, I want to hear a little bit more. Like, you talked about the wellness part of your business, which essentially is massage, which is
Hmm.
like so important. I'm here in China. For those of you that don't know, it's 10:19 in the morning in China. It's 9:19 or 7:19 in Colorado, which is so crazy. I'm drinking coffee and Bambi's probably like
I'm
ready to
drinking
go to bed.
water.
Yeah. So anyway, but what I want, but anyway, my fitness, I do Pilates and I do boxing, and they always say that like massage is such an important part of exercise. It's so crazy because it's different from the US. After I work out, they're like, go get a massage. I've never heard anybody like
No.
say that. And then my Pilates instructor actually massages me before and after I love going to her. I mean, except when I'm like super tight, I'm like hollering. But like massage is such an important, so it's definitely a wellness thing. So if you don't get regular massages and you can in any form or fashion, definitely consider it, because I think it's good for our health. But you also on your Be Different page that you're on now,
Yeah.
do a lot of fitness routines. So tell us your thought about like what, like health, and like gets you into that. What
What
got
got
you
me
into
into
that?
it?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And like, why are you so passionate about it? Because you're always saying move. I'm seeing like it's like right when I don't want to go, I'll open up Instagram and I'll see move, and you do healthy eating, and I know you're all about people really taking care of their bodies. What's your why behind that and
Um,
motivation?
I think, just, I mean, we're not dead. We're on this planet to move our body, and move, and just having blood circulate through your body is the purpose. Um, and if we're sitting down doing nothing, I mean, massage and fitness go hand in hand. When I have somebody on my table, all my purposes is to get the blood to start, I'll force blood into areas of the body that need it, because tension or trigger points, exercising, you're getting your blood flowing, and it's just healthy, you know
Mm-hmm.
having it do what it's got to do in the body. But I don't know, I've been in health, or I've been working out for a good,
Forever.
yeah, Yeah.
You came jogging out the womb.
Yeah.
As
Um,
long as I've known you, you've been working out.
I don't know. I think we have the power. Too many people complain about they're fat, they're skinny, they're this, they're that. But they have the power to change whatever is going on in their body. And the fact that you're going to complain about it and not do something about it, it's
Mm,
that doesn't make sense to me.
mm.
You can lose 10 pounds if you really wanted to. You
Yes,
can.
you can. I've done it before.
um, so I think too many people complain about their body and being sick and they just don't do much about it. I don't know. I think exercise we can benefit from exercise long term if we really just committed to it. And I mean, I don't even work out every day. I take weeks off sometimes,
Mm.
because I just feel like it.
That's
I don't,
real.
yeah. But I allow myself, I don't beat myself up because I took a week off. I just, all right, now let me get back onto it.
I learned
Um,
that from you. Like I learned the balance of it all because I've worked out with this girl, you all, and I normally can't walk afterwards because she is like no joke. But she's also like, let's go get a donut and we'll eat donuts. And her mom is probably one of the best Mexican cooks in the city that I'm from, and that she currently lives in Pueblo, Colorado. And we'll make homemade tortillas and all this like right in front of you and just be like, come here, mija, and just like love on you. So I just think that, we both come from cultures where food is really important. So I think that we want to be able to enjoy our food. That's a lot of ways how our communities express themselves, but also stay moving. And it's about moderation and all of the things that you've always promoted when you come to my house, showing me how to do portion control and meal planning and all that kind of stuff, just what works for people. And I think that that's really important. And I know I've benefited from it. And times that I've worked with you, I've gotten really healthy. And I thank you for being my accountability partner in
yeah,
those areas.
I mean, I
Um,
think there's balance in everything.
yeah. So we have about 5 minutes, and these are not going to be long. I thank everybody for jumping on and joining us. And if there's someone that that wanted to hear this will be posted on our core page, core sisters page. Um, Later on tonight for you all. But I want to ask you, like, as far as inspiration or something with it in the spirit of Women's History Month that you would like leave with those that have joined or those that'll listen in later. What is something that you'd like to like leave with us, and that we can just hold on to a gold nugget?
So I actually have a few things, even back in reference to the advocacy. What was the three again? Sorry, the mentorship, the advocacy.
Mentorship, sponsorship, advocacy.
So I guess to end, I think I think we should also look within ourselves because for
Hmm.
all three things, we're our own mentor. We're our own mentor. Where we should be our own mentor. We should be our own advocate. We should be our own sponsor. And I think if we really looked within, we'll find that we actually have everything that we're looking for outside. So one, to answer your question, was look within for all of that guidance. You'll always find it because it's all, everything we're looking for outside is already inside of us. Then I think this one's really important. If we're in a place of our life where we're looking for a good person and we can't find one, I think it's important that you be the good person,
Mm,
because someone is also looking for that. And so if you can't find one, just be one.
I
Um,
love
and
it.
I think that I just think that I don't know. I think I've been thinking about this the last couple years, because there's so much negativity in the world. So if you can't find a good person, just be that good person. And I also think be be who I should strive to be, who I would want my son to marry. I
Mm. Ooh,
so
that's good as a boy mom. I love that.
Right. So strive to be who you would want your child to marry. So for a man, are you who you would want your daughter to marry?
Wow.
So yeah, I mean, I think just always looking within and, you know, being who we would want somebody else to be what we're looking for out there, because it's already all, within us.
I love it. I love it. We're up here waiting for you to drop names, and you're like, look within. And I think it was Gandhi that says, be the change you want to see in the world.
Right.
So that's essentially what you just said. Like, we have to change people. We have to change the world one person at a time. We have to start with the change within ourselves and let our light shine ultimately. So good stuff. Thank you. I mean, I'm seeing in the comments where people are saying that's good. And they're loving the game you're giving. And
Also,
I,
I guess to answer Raphael's question,
mhm.
this is just because I'm answering it right now, and I can't, it's hard to, I think that question is far deeper than answering it right now.
Okay.
But I don't know, it was probably really just a fast answer, but I would like to sit and talk to Oprah. I think she has a lot of insight that um, I would like to hear,
Right. And Oprah's been
but
through a
I
lot.
know
Like,
I'm actually thinking more of male ones that I would want to speak to, but it's just hard to answer that question because that's a good question.
well, that's okay. And if it's a man, I mean, I feel like that some of the best mentors, sponsors, and advocates I have had in my life have also been men. And there's men on
Yeah,
this live. It doesn't have to just be a woman.
yeah.
And it's also what you're saying. As a man, how do you feel like that? How do you see this from the lens of, because that's a lot of times like, how do you see, things from the lens of like are you the person you'd want your daughter to marry? Or, what do you see as a leader as you are empowering women? Some of the best leaders, some are male leaders that empower women. So there's a lot you can get from men as
I,
well. And that's what I love about Women History Month, because it's like men and women are celebrating women. And there's like, this live is case in point.
yeah, I mean, it's not, I mean, I know it's Women's Month, but I think that it's, I think we learn from men. So, and men learn from us,
Mm.
but, you know, it's just, yeah. So,
Well, go, and if you think about it later, you can put it in the comments on the live and say, I
no,
thought about it a little more, but no pressure, it was just, some questions. And if anyone has any other questions, throw them out now, because I want Bambi to tell us how we can find her. Like, I know that she has the Be Different page, but how else can people follow you? Which, is there anything that people should look for coming in the future on either one of your pages? Talk a little about that.
so I mean, you could go, I think I just posted
Yes.
my business. So
Thank
that's my
you.
business Instagram. And then the one that I'm live on is um, my personal page. And I mean, I am who I am. Every page that I have is going to be similar, but I also have like my Facebook and my Insta or my work Facebook.
Mm,
But once you hit one of them, you'll be able to navigate through and find all the rest of the pages.
awesome. I think you have a link tree anyway, right? That like leads you everywhere. So,
Yeah, I
well,
mean, even my so if you go to my personal page, well, either my personal page or my work page has link tree, so it'll take you to all of them. And
great.
even my booking site, yeah.
Yes, if you guys are in Pueblo, Colorado, and you want a good, legit massage, go to Bambi. Bambi Skin and Body.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, thanks, girl, for kicking us off, kicking the month off, kicking the first core story series off. I really appreciate you. And thanks to all the people who have joined. And I hope you've learned a little bit and gotten some inspiration and some nuggets. So, for those of you, I know we have a global community. So, for those of you on an evening time zone, have a good evening. And for those of us on a morning time zone, have a wonderful day.
All right, guys. Thank you, Ash.
Thank you. Bye.
All right.